Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade, and today we're going to be taking a look at all of the technical indicators that I just can't trade without. So, taking a look right from the beginning, from the top of the list, we've got JJ bars. That's our candle type. That's going to be what we load all of the base charts on. So as an example, you've got minute charts and tick charts. We have our own candle type. So that's going to be a really, really important part of this is going to be the JJ bars. Now, put that in combination with our indicator JJ candlesticks. That's going to be a 1-2 punch pretty much for success. The candlesticks are going to outline all of the entry patterns, all of the different types of reversal and continuation patterns, all kinds of different stuff. And that takes care of it for you, so you don't have to sit there and worry about, oh, well, did that one close the right way? Or, you don't have to worry about that. It takes care of it for you. The next big one is going to be the JJ entry trigger. This is another one that I just can't live without. The JJ entry trigger is going to tell you where price is going, whether or not it's going in the correct direction, if your entry locations are sound. I mean, this takes care of everything for you. Again, we're big fans of having things taken care of for you, so you don't have to sit there and try to calculate everything yourself. That's a waste of time. That's what computers are for. So now going down the list more, you've got the pace of tape, which is our kind of figurehead indicator. That's going to tell you essentially the speed of how the markets are moving. And it's really hard to get into a trade if you're not following with the speed. Now combine that with the trend and a couple other things, and again, it's just another 1-2 punch. Now, when you combine the pace of tape as well as order flow using the Gomi ladder, then you've really got something good going on your hands. The pace of tape by itself is a phenomenal indicator. But when you couple that with a little bit of extra confirmation from actual order flow, then you really have something you can really hit out of the park. Now, along with it, and this one kind of piggybacks off of the entry trigger up here, is going to be the swing high-low. This is going to be an automatic plot on your charts that's going to show you all of the swing highs, all of the swing lows, and basically takes care of, again, automatic, everything for you. So you don't have to try to figure out which swing you should use as far as the rule set goes. It's there for you. It's a big red or green line, pretty hard to miss. Now going forward with that is we always want to make sure that we're trading around the right times, and I want to know when the candles are going to be ending. So a bar timer, or if you're using tick charts, a tick counter is going to be a really important part of that. It's going to tell you when the candle is going to end, whether it's tick, bar, there are ones that count volume, etc., etc. Just a type of counter to tell you when that next candle is going to close. That way you're always on top of it. So coming into, as an example, a news event, I know that 5 minutes before I don't want to be trading. Well, I can obviously look at my clock, but this is another way to kind of wind down. If I'm already in a trade, that kind of helps me narrow down when I need to get out. The next one's going to be the Fibonacci tool. Now, the Fibonacci tool is a really, really awesome indicator that we have. And the way that the Fibonacci tool works is all I have to do is click on a high and a low, and it plots everything for me. I don't have to worry about plotting on myself, doing all the time extensions and all the other stuff. Again, that's a waste of my time. We have an indicator that plots both the time extensions as well as the Fibonacci entries and extensions, as well as everything else that you're going to need for Fibonacci, and it does it automatically for you. All you have to do is click the swing high and low, and you're done. So a really, really, really good tool there is the Fibonacci tool. The next one is going to be more used on our anchor charts, but it's going to be the regression channel. Now, the regression channel is a phenomenal indicator to show you potential support and resistance areas. And when you can combine this with some of the other ones, as an example with our candlesticks so we know when it's going to reverse, or entry trigger when we know where we should be looking anyway, you couple all of these together, the regression channel is another way to get into really high probability areas to buy and sell. Now, taking a look again a little further down, the buy and sell zones. These are what I post on the blog. This is what goes on Stock Twits. Buy and sell zones are going to be where I'm looking for. Actually, I've got it over here. That's these zones right here. That's going to tell me where, based on calculation, the most recent area of interest, whether it's buy or sell, that I need to watch out for. So as an example, I can look without having to try to calculate it myself. I can see that on the euro, as we're falling down here, right now, this big green box is telling me we're in a buy zone. So I need to kind of keep my head on straight in the sense that if we are going to be looking for a buy here, I already know we're in a buy zone. So we're pretty much good to go. We just need to find the pattern. Now, we are in a downtrend, so using buying, obviously there's other rules there, but this is a basic way that you can look at the chart immediately and know exactly what's going on without having to try to crunch numbers or do anything else. It does it for you. Again, like I said, big on automatic. The next one's going to be the opening range. We have a lot of things that deal with the opening range, whether it's support and resistance zones, trade setups, all kinds of different stuff that happens around the opening range. And you need to have an indicator that plots those things for you. Again, you don't want to be sitting there going through all of your charts, plotting the lines and everything you need. Why do that when you can have something that does it automatically? That way you don't have to worry about, if you got the price right, if you accidentally clicked on the wrong place and you got the opening range wrong, now all of your trades that are based around that area are completely invalid. So we have an indicator that, again, does that all for us. And then the other one, the really, really big things, we actually have a couple patterns based around this, is the open, high, low, close for both the daily and the weekly. I need to know where the closest areas of support and resistance are on not only during the day, but I also need to know the big ones. Where are the hedge funds looking to buy and sell? Where are the people who are trading 60-minute, 240-minute, hourly candles? Where are they looking to buy and sell? They're going to be looking at the highs of days, highs of weeks, highs of months, that kind of stuff. So that's another really, really important thing to have on your chart. Now, obviously, I could go over a million other things that we use during the day, but these are going to be the really, really big ones. These are the important ones. If you stuck me on an island and gave me, put a gun to my head and say, you need to pick indicators and I can only give you 10, these are the ones I'm going to pick right there. So those are going to be the indicators I can't trade without. Now, the cool thing is, with all of our members, you get access to all of these, obviously. But on top of that, we make it even one step easier for you. All of these are actually installed on a template that you can get right out of our master download from our website. And as soon as you put it on, after you've installed all the indicators, you load up the template, you're done. Everything is loaded up for you, and that's really all you have to worry about. So as an example, if you wanted to load a new chart and have all of these things on there, now obviously keep in mind a couple of these things are on different charts. So the opening range and the buy and sell zones, this is going to be on more like a 60-minute chart like I've got up here. Whereas the opening range, that's going to be on an entry chart. Then some of the other things like the GOMI is going to be in a separate chart. Those kinds of things, keep that in mind. But we have templates for every single one of them. So if you wanted to load up a new entry chart, what you can do is load up a new chart just like you normally would. I'll just do Control-N for the hotkey. And say we wanted to load up a crude oil chart. I've already got my JJ bars selected, so I know I'm good there. I've got the value set to 5. I'm good. 30 days. Let's drop that down to 10 just for the example. And then all you have to do once you get the templates loaded up from the master download, go right down here, choose it. We can choose entry crude oil for a template right here. And basically all you have to do is hit OK. And you've got yourself a chart loaded up with all of the indicators that we use, and everything is taken care of for you. So I can move that over here, and boom, I've got my indicators all loaded up. I've got everything that I need. Everything is starting to populate now, and that's really all you have to do. Super, super simple stuff, guys. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade, and don't forget to check out our trial. Have a good one. Bye.